99.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning to you, Lagos. A very pleasant morning to you. It's Thursday morning here. And welcome to the second part of Dailies today here on Nigeria Info 99.3. I'm Sheriff Quadry. You can watch this 30-minute broadcast on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch this show on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's begin with the stories that we have for you this morning very quickly. We're going to start with this one here in the Guardian newspaper this morning. So there is this thing going around that federal government approved Mandarin, that's Chinese language, for Nigeria's senior secondary school curriculum. And the Guardian has done a report fact-checking this particular I don't know whether to call it rumor or something. So you can read it further. So the Guardian carefully reviewed the 17-page policy document that discovered that Mandarin, the Chinese language, was not included among the subject Nigerian students are expected to study. Instead, the new curriculum merged Nigerian history, civic education, and social studies at the senior secondary level. The curriculum also reintroduced Nigerian history as a compulsory subject from primary 1 to GSS 3. The curriculum also included French and Arabic languages for students studying humanities in senior secondary schools. So there you go. The verdict of that particular investigation by the Guardian is that the Chinese language is not included among the subjects Nigerian students are expected to study. So there you go. I think you can read further. They did a thorough breakdown of that on that particular development. So let's move on to another story in the Guardian newspaper. 25-year-old man stabbed to death during fight in Ondo. 25-year-old man stabbed to death during fight in Ondo. It's also in the Guardian newspaper this morning. The police command in Ondo State has arrested one Wale Ibrahim for allegedly stabbing a 25-year-old man, Fisayo Ajetumobi, to death in Litaye camp, Ondo East local government area of the state. DSP Olushola Anyolade, the command spokesperson, made this known in a statement on Wednesday in Akure. Read further in the Guardian newspaper. The headline again reads, 25-year-old man stabbed to death during fight in Ondo. 53-year-old man allegedly rapes impregnates 16-year-old in Ondo. Again, in Ondo. 53-year-old man allegedly rapes impregnates 16-year-old in Ondo. That's also in the Guardian newspaper for you today. All right. Well, this story is somehow sharp, but you can read further because of time. Let me quickly go and get this one here. Wike hails President Tinubu for lifting Rivers emergency rule. That story is everywhere in the papers this morning. The Guardian, you can read further. $4 billion refinery fund. Tinubu faces litmus test as lawyers petition EFCC on Quadry. $4 billion refinery fund. Tinubu faces litmus test as lawyers petition EFCC on Quadry. It's in the Vanguard. Rivers, PDP warns Fubara against defection, demands probe of interim rule. Rivers, PDP warns Fubara against defection, demands probe of interim rule. You can read further in the Vanguard newspaper. Let's go to the Punch. Emergency rule, winners, losers, as Tinubu reinstates Fubara. You can check it out in the Punch newspaper. FG returns history to basic school curriculum. FG returns history to basic school curriculum. I wouldn't know how you react to that. The federal government has reintroduced Nigerian history as a compulsory subject in the basic education curriculum to strengthen national identity, unity, patriotism, and responsible citizenship. In the Punch, read further. 7 victims confirmed killed in Lagos building fire. 7 victims confirmed killed in Lagos building fire. The Punch is the paper. Cash transfer. FG pays 330 billion naira to 8.1 million households. Did you get anything? Cash transfer. FG pays 330 billion naira to 8.1 million households. So the federal government has announced that it has disbursed a total of 330 billion naira to 8.1 million households across the country under the National Social Safety Net program rather, aimed at cushioning the harsh effect of economic reforms on Nigeria's poorest and most vulnerable citizens. The disclosure was made on Wednesday in Abuja by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, after a review meeting of the Special Presidential Panel on Social Investment inaugurated by President Bola Tinubu in February. Edun explained that the program, which experienced delays earlier in the year, was now firmly back on track following the successful integration of biometrics data through the National Identification Number, NIN. This integration, he said, was crucial to ensuring transparency, curbing leakages, and eliminating political interference. Okay, that's in the Punch newspaper. You can read further. I'd like to know if you know anybody who got something. Please be free to come forward and share your story. We're going to stop here for now. Let's come take your thoughts on the stories in the papers this morning, Lagos. 0201 277 0993. That is 0201 277 0993. And 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190. For female callers and female callers only. WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805. For those in the diaspora, they're the only ones that can call the WhatsApp number. The rest can only send messages to WhatsApp number 0809 597 5805. And you've got 60 seconds to share your thought with me. Let's begin, shall we? Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning.
Zabuli on the line.
Yes, please.
My area of interest in the stories revealed out this morning is the one that speaks on history being back in our syllabuses.
All right.
It's a laudable one because without acknowledging our past, Mr. Sheriff, and celebrating our heroes or the labors of our heroes past, then there's no present. And so it really took a while for us to clamor for this. And I'm happy that it's back in the syllabus so that our children can know what the future portends and what the past held and what the future portends for this beautiful nation. On Wike's story, I just don't know what to say. But Fubara is welcome back to his office. But I feel that this is a rape on our democracy. Then on this cash transfer, Mr. Sheriff, dedicate a week, a month, or a year to ask your fans.
A year. Okay.
I'm telling you, if anybody receives... Mr. Sheriff, I have worked with vulnerable communities, with persons living with disabilities, with the less privileged and the marginalized society, and I have never seen one person. In fact, when we got to a place, they said the people that they've called in to come and receive these transfers, that they are inside. Mr. Sheriff, the black people were outside, and they were like, who are the people inside? We went inside, Mr. Sheriff. The people that were there were seated. One loju, one lower, one rerun. They were not dead. They were not lame. Nothing was wrong with them. And they were the ones that have come to receive those things, palliatives and incentives and stipends belonging to those who are vulnerable. I'm telling you, dedicate a year.
Thank you, Madam.
Let me see who will call it to say he has received one of such transfers.
Thank you. Calm down. Okay, so in the spirit of full disclosure, right? We've done a show before. I think it was during Buhari's regime or something. And quite a number of people called and they said they received money. And we got some calls as well that claimed that their own friends got money, only they didn't get, and all of that. So yeah, we've got a report like that. Yes, we have. But in the meantime, I'd really love to know if you got anything. Okay, I'd really love to know. Good morning to you.
Terry Baba, good morning.
Good morning.
Peter Bond from Gotedu.
Welcome, Peter.
I'm happy that history is being returned back to our curriculum from primary school down to secondary school. This is what has given us privilege to know what has happened in Nigerian history. And I'm happy that it's coming back. It will pay a lot of part to our young students to know the ambit of the nation. And quickly, PDP says giving Wubara, I think it's a right course, threatening, if I will use the word, threatening Wubara that he cannot port with their ticket to APC. I see Fubara coming back, and as I said, it's my personal opinion that he's coming back to be messy because he's going to contend with the weakest in PDP. I do not even know where Wike really starts, whether PDP or APC, playing the cards. It's going to be messy for him, and he needs a lot of courage and backup and strength to do this. And Ondo, it is tragic, two-story happening in Ondo, powerful. Sherry Baba, good morning.
Morning to you too, Pete. Thanks for calling me, Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheriff. This
Good
is
morning.
Kenny. How are you?
Good, thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, I want to talk about the palliative
Okay.
to the 8.1 million households.
Right.
I did a rough calculation. It comes to approximately 40K, per recipient. Now, when I was outside the country, I worked with the Department of Human Services. This is not how it is done. It is actually institutionalized.
Okay.
The clients come into a designated office, and they're all scattered all over the country. They put in their application. A process is followed where they determine eligibility for these services. Specifically, I worked for the state of Texas, and it was issuing food stamps and Medicaid, and I did that for 1 year before I moved into the banking sector. This is not how it is done. You don't just out of the blue decide to, cherry pick people and then send the money across. This is not.
They said they used biometrics, the NIN. That's the data they used.
Yeah, Sheriff, whether it be biometric or wherever, the clients have the right to come into designated offices, apply for this, and then they process it and give it to them. This is not how it is done. It's a laudable project. It's good to provide a social safety net for our indigent, people. But this is not how it is done. If you benchmark and try to institutionalize this,
All right.
I mean, you go a long way.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Kenny, thank you. Thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Doing okay, thank you.
This is Foma from Wagada.
Welcome.
Okay, I want to talk about the fire incident that happened 2 days ago at Marina.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that the victims that died, Nigeria has happened to them again. Because you find out that the building ought to have emergency exit. And from what has been going on, I learned that emergency exits have been converted and rented out offices. So how will people escape through the emergency exit? Unfortunately, in my office, one of our partners' wife died in the incident.
Oh.
Yesterday, when we went to visit him, in fact, he was confused because his wife dropped him off at the airport in the morning, going to Abuja, only for him to be on his way back, and they were calling him, do you know your wife's office is on fire? When he landed in Lagos, he headed there, and he was directed to UBA headquarters. Eventually, they told him that the wife passed.
Oh.
So you can imagine leaving 2 children because of poor infrastructure management and maintenance in Nigeria. So unfortunate. And I pray the Lord
I need to go now. There is this hold back from your end. I really have to go now. I'm sorry. Thank you for calling me. Always turn down your radio, please. I don't know what caused that because I wasn't hearing myself. It was just that hold back. It's too deafening. But thank you. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Let's go take some messages, right? Obafemi Adeshina Wasiu on Facebook says it is called cash transfer and not physical transaction. Besides, those claiming that they have not received, please ask them whether they did apply, because you have to apply before you can qualify to receive it. I don't know the process really. I really don't know the process. That's Obafemi Adeshina who dropped that on Facebook. I'm going to take another one here that says, what's this one? Oh, okay. What am I about me? I don't understand what you wrote here. So I'm going to move on. Let's go to YouTube and take one or two before we now head to WhatsApp. Yinka Omolaja on YouTube says, whosoever that took history off our school needs to be asked questions. History shapes the future. That's Yinka Omolaja on YouTube who dropped that. Yinka, thank you for sharing. Francis Smart on YouTube says, the precedent set by this emergency rule will have far-reaching implications for our jurisprudence. The Supreme Court needs to stand firm, considering that National Assembly is an appendage at this point. That's Francis Smart on YouTube. Adeni Ojo says, Monique, Though in my estate CDA, they came asking for a BVN and NIN, things that are supposed to be personal to me. So, no. Okay, Adeni said he didn't get anything. Let me go back to the telephone. Let's take one or two more calls before we go to WhatsApp. Good morning to you.
Hey, Sheriff.
Good morning. Morning to you.
We have not spoken for some time. Just want to inform you that we finally lost my mother-in-law.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
She was 80. She has lived her life.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Yes, Sheriff, regarding the history taken away and brought back,
right.
I'm not going to applaud anybody. There's no need of applauding anybody. For what? For bringing it back. Why did we take it away before Abinishi? What was the essence? Bringing it back now, people like me, I'm suspicious because a lot of things will be distorted. They will distort a lot of things. I know the country I live. Nobody should come and tell me any other thing. So there's no need of applauding. I'm not going to applaud them. Whoever took it away in the first instance did injustice to this country and to our children. So I'm not applauding anybody. And for the sex issue in Ondo State, I've checked the list of states that have sex offenders list. Ondo State is not among. They should have it. That will start disgracing these people that are not supposed to be among us. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you too. Sorry about your loss, yeah? Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Nicaragua.
You're calling the female line still, huh? You need to call the male line. I'm going back to the male line now. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Akinde from Ikorodu.
Welcome, Akinde.
Just like the second to the last caller said, I'm not applauding anybody for bringing any subject back. So many things will be removed. Go and check all what they've been studying about histories. They've done what they want to do. I know they would have done a lot of amendments. They won't teach the truth. They won't. Then too, I want to just ask if you might sound funny. What is Arabic doing in the curriculum? What do we need Arabic for? It's just a question. What do we need Arabic for? What has it got to do with us?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. I think I've asked the same question before, and the response I got was that in the north, Arabic is a major part of their language in the north. There are some borrowed words, lexicons, in the north. So it's great. Then you can say, even if you look at our currency, you see Arabic there. You can also ask the same question, like, what are we doing? What are we studying French for? What are we studying English for? Yes, English is our official language, but should it be? French, what is it doing? Tomorrow, if anybody proposes that we should be studying Mandarin in school, you ask the same question, like, why are we doing Mandarin? Why? Who wants to speak Chinese in Nigeria? These things are just policies that government feels, or they felt at some point, that we'll need. Perhaps for global integration, perhaps it's also good to be multilingual. There are some companies that knowing how to speak French fluently is a plus. In fact, some people on their own can go and start learning these things. I've worked with someone who took studying Mandarin as a language as a matter of life and death. He wanted to know how to speak Chinese. At all costs, he didn't care. I don't know what drove him. I don't know what was the motivation. So, but I don't see it as anything. If you're asking me personally, I don't see it as anything. If we like, let's put, to me, it's an added skill for our young ones that are coming up. I never really took interest in French anyways. We were studying French in secondary school back in the day, but I never took it very seriously because I wasn't just interested in French language, right? But that's just me. There are people who are spending money now to get themselves trained, to get themselves fluent in these languages. If we go to Canada, for instance, you would have an added advantage if you could speak French, very fluently. There's an added advantage for you. There are multinationals in this country today that if you can speak French, it's a plus for you. It's a massive plus for you. The same thing, if you go to some companies, even here in Lagos here, and you can speak Arabic very well, it's a massive boost for your CV. So it's not. I'm not saying you shouldn't condemn it. I'm just saying that to me, it's not something we need to worried about or to be discussing, right? And these things have been there since God knows when. And we've seen people who benefited from it. I mean, if you even go to some schools, some universities, Arabic is a language, is a course. It's a full course there where you can get certified, you can get masters, you can get what do you call that? A PhD, you can get whatever it is. So let's not Okay, I'm heading back to telephone. No, let's take WhatsApp calls. Let's take WhatsApp calls. Let's see who is here. Good morning to you. Good morning. I think your network is not good. Do you want to call me? I think you should call me back. Your network isn't good. I can't hear you. And the time is reading. I can't hear you. Let me take messages here. This person says, I am having some... what are you sending me on on a Thursday morning? Uzo will be able to handle this for you. So if the federal government are saying they distributed 300 billion plus naira, Mr. Sheriff, how many millions are we in the entire country? So they are telling us every citizen got up to 5 million. I beg, tell them, say I never received my own. Oh, and he drops his account number here. Okay, I hear you. But you see, when we hear that they're sending money and they quoted the money, you know that they have to run operations as well, and they have to pay people as well. It's part of the cost that the banks will take their charges and all of these things. These things don't come cheap like that, actually. There are other costs that go with sending money to people, really. The same transfer that you do, that you'll be charged for it. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Jeremiah from Ikeja said, whether people come out to confirm receiving the giveaway federal government on patriotic money, federal government on patriotic money or not, Nigeria can now see what a chunk of the endless borrowed money is used to do. Vote buying ahead of time. Where do you share money if there isn't an emergency that should warrant that? I don't totally agree with you. Me and you will fight. Minister under BAT said they share palliative. You are talking they share money under Buhari, and some people confirmed it. Saying same regime. Stop it, Billy. I don't understand what you wrote. I really don't understand what you wrote, actually. Let me take this one here, then I'll come back to the telephone. The cash transfer is a scam in the south, but real in the north. From my silent investigation, good morning. That's Anifiok Akpan from Jacon. They sent that in. Anifiok, thank you for sharing. Good morning to you. That call has dropped. Let's take another one. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, please.
Odedi calling from Agbado.
You're welcome.
Quickly, I think what happened in Rivers has clearly shown that we have a dictator pretending to be a Democrat in La Aso Rock. We have more like an Indian of Nigeria. He has completely captured the National Assembly. That was why they gave blanket approval for that illegality. The judiciary, as somebody said the other time, that National Assembly has become appendage. The judiciary should stand firm. I don't know which judiciary she is talking about, because this judiciary is completely laid back. It is whatever they give to them that they dictate to them that they do. See how the Supreme Court has silently avoided all those cases about Rivers since this state of emergency started.
Thank you.
So it is obvious we are not in democracy.
Thank you. Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Okay, we're going to leave it here this morning. Beautiful people of Lagos, I will hand you back now to Kofi Battels to continue with the morning crossfire. Thank you all for being a part of this conversation. I'll be back at 9 o'clock, though. I'll be back at 9 o'clock on Daily Digest. We want to talk about this trending video of boarding school students, boys, drinking and smoking in what appear to be in their dormitory. That's what we're talking about at 9 o'clock. Stay here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.